Good morning. Happy
Hi.
Wednesday to you. I'm just glad we're here. Because without coming here, without being here, there's nowhere for us to be. There's nowhere else for us to be. I'm contracting all of my words, and they're just kind of like turning into a glob.
They're turning into mush?
I guess so. Good morning, Jeff. Still no idea why this is not going on our personal Facebook pages. Happy hump day to you. I think I'm going to have to take this apart and put it back together again. Yeah. So, okay, honey. Well, what's been going on in our world?
I don't know why you looked at me. What am I supposed to do? I mean, it's been a week since it's worked properly.
Yeah. Good morning, Larry and Donna. How are you? It has been a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I planted some seeds yesterday. Very excited about that. We've got a lot of, it is a treasure hunt to find us. Thank you. Good morning, Glenda.
How do I share this link to Elements?
I already have.
Well, you just said it's on the Elements Realty Group page. Let's make it easy for people.
Oh, okay. I have no idea. I guess you can go fb.com/Elements Realty Group. And I don't even know why we're using the Elements page because we are Mexico Life now. Good morning, Mother. So what can I tell you? Oh, our life has been crazy. I've got so much hydroponic stuff now that I'm this close to getting started, which is why I'm planting seeds now. And not the, good morning, Kathy, not the Mexican lettuce that I keep saying I'll be growing, but this is real food right now. We're experimenting. I have pretty much everything is ready. So it's going to be a fun, fantastic summer filled with website stuff with our new website, MexicoLife.com. Don't go there yet. But that is going to be live in the next month or two. Also hydroponics and also the alcohol still. I hope to have that in the next few weeks. Also, that campana, that above the camera copper thing that Christie ordered, is absolutely on its way. Right?
Yes. I saw it on a truck in the box.
You saw it on a truck?
He sent me pictures.
On the truck?
Yeah.
And it's in, what kind of box is it in? Is it a wood box or a cardboard box?
Oh my gosh. They won't be able to see it, but let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Because it's massive. I mean, it looks...
It's a big hole in the wall.
Huge. So
our oven is 6 feet across. So that is a very large hood fan.
Yeah, so let's see. Can we see this?
I don't know. Can you see that? That is very...
So that's the box. The yellow here is what it's wrapped in.
So it's a wood. It is wood.
It's a wood crate. Yeah. And it's all like that yellow is tape. So it's all wrapped really well, taped tight. So yeah, that's the back of this guy's pickup truck, you guys. There's a couple other pictures. I know it's not the greatest and I'm crooked, but...
You're crooked?
Well,
I thought you were honest.
There. Anyways.
Yep. So it is on the way. So that will be set up very soon. So that will fill that hole that's there. And I think that means that we're going to have to get a fan and drill some holes in that wall.
Yeah, we have to do all that fun stuff.
So yeah, we've got the 4-inch copper pipe, which is going to go. And I think we're just going to have a fan sucking it out. It's just really to get rid of the heat because that oven, when it is on, puts out a lot. Like we just had the Easter meal and boy, was it warm in this house.
Speaking of warm, John does have the air conditioning on, but I've been working this morning.
Actually, she says to bring it closer. So I'm going to get the photo. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try and...
Well, I could probably pull it up on the computer and it'd be bigger.
I guess.
Okay, so give me a second.
Okay, actually, yeah, because it doesn't work on here.
Yeah, well, we're obviously, this live studio thing is not working for us. So you're going to have to think of a solution because it's fun when people can join us. And if they can't find us, they can't join us.
It's very true. So, what is going on in your world this weekend? I think ours is just going to be working, and
It's week. We're only Wednesday.
we still have.
Next week's our birthday week, though. Wednesday, Thursday, next week.
Are you sure it's not Thursday, Friday? Well, hang on here. I think we'll find out today. It's the 7th. So, yeah, it's Wednesday, Thursday.
Thank you.
Her birthday's the 14th. Mine is the 15th. And we only know a few
I'm 2
people.
days older.
We only know, you're 2
2
years
years, I mean.
older. You're not
2
2
days.
days.
Okay.
We do know other people who are married that have a day apart. I think Wayne and Marlene have days. Okay, there you go. Now, go
let's
closer.
move this.
Go closer,
Yeah,
and I'll
but move
show you
that.
with the
So
camera.
there.
Okay, here, hang on. Go closer. Go closer. Lift it up a bit.
Well, then I can't see where it is. And there's
Okay,
glare.
there you go. So yeah, there you go. That's the campana on the truck. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
There you go.
It wouldn't switch over anyways to another picture.
Do you know this lens has an automatic feature, but it always seems to be hunting, and I don't know the settings on this camera. So for me to do that is just kind of strange. So Jeff says yay.
Yeah, I'm excited. I am.
And the only reason that
moon
it's
excited.
delayed is because you asked for more things,
Which still aren't ready.
and he wanted to please you. So it was, sorry, you don't get that because I'm looking for little tiny copper figures for you. And so instead we couldn't get the massive, huge campana. Right, honey?
Exactly. Okay, now I can enjoy my coffee. Coffee.
Christie did get me coffee this morning, which I appreciate. She burnt my hand because she hands me the cup in such a way where the heat, it goes in my hand.
So let's just say if you got up and got your own damn coffee, maybe brought me one once in a while, you wouldn't burn your hands.
I brought you coffee the other day.
True.
Yeah. I didn't have much.
It was
sleep.
that one time.
I didn't have much sleep last night or the night before last. This morning I woke up at 5:30 awake.
Yeah, you're irritating me because I wasn't awake. I wanted
You
to sleep.
you stayed asleep until like 7:30. Don't you worry.
Oh, I know. I went back to sleep, but I don't like being woken up if I don't have to pee.
You didn't have to wake up.
But you make noise.
What kind of noise?
You turn your light on your tablet, and it's like
You were facing the
big.
other direction.
I can see it. I have eyes in the back of my head. I'm a mom. I knew you got up. I knew you were awake.
She's a very special woman.
Mm-mm.
And I am blessed to have
When the
her in
person
my
you're
life.
sleeping with wakes up, if you're at all a light sleeper, but I'm not really a light sleeper,
She's not.
but I hear him every time he gets up, every time he goes to the washroom, every time he snores funny. I guess one could call it love. I'm trying to decide now what it is.
Yeah.
Pity.
Maybe. Do you have a problem with your significant other making noise when they sleep? That could be any noise. Because sometimes there's no noise, but there's a smell.
Whatever.
So last night you may have been snoring. There may have been a smell, and then you stopped snoring.
You're such a liar. I don't snore and I don't fart in my sleep.
I'm not talking about farting.
Bad breath?
Maybe I was. You use special woman. I use amazing. Jim, God bless you.
Yeah, it means the same thing, you men.
Why do you have a fan on? I've got the air conditioner on.
I'm still hot. I haven't been standing here still all morning doing a market report. I have been doing laundry, taking sheets. I had a nice shower.
Put that away.
Oh, I forgot. The
What?
bedroom is open. Curtains are open. Our windows are open. And the air conditioner is on.
We do have over 3,000 kilowatt hours banked.
Yeah, well, I plan on using a lot this summer.
Having my own room and closet is heaven. Chris, you are very fortunate.
Well, there's a shed out back.
That's going to be filled with Mexican lettuce.
There's a bodega. We can clean a shelf off for you. You can use it as a bunk bed.
Yeah, that's filled. Matt was out there and he sorted things out. I love Matt.
I know we're gonna miss him a lot because you make things and make a mess, and Matt has been here to fix them and clean them.
So yesterday, all I said to Matt was, "Where are the seeds?" Matt's like, "Oh, but here I did this, and then I moved this, and I did this." And I'm like, "But where are the seeds?" And then I did this, and then I did this, and then I did that. But where are the seeds?
It's a process.
He wanted to go through this process, and then he told me where the seeds were. And I look at him, and I'm like, "Well, thanks, Matt. I appreciate that." And inside, I'm going, I just wanted the seeds. It's like I'm talking to her.
Someone organized.
Yeah. When we were
awesome.
When we were in
amazing.
I turned the fan up to make it where it's blowing cold water on
Give me a minute. Let me cool right down, and then I'll be fine. Like it's a big deal that I'm fanning myself?
Well, it's getting me, and I'm cold because of that. She doesn't care. She does not care. Oh, there you go. Now, and see, look at that. Now you're fixing it for everybody.
Exactly.
So yesterday we went to the fundraiser for the John Ozello Memorial Food Bank. For those of you that are here, on my birthday, they are doing and not because it's my birthday, they just coincidentally are doing it. They're doing a celebration of life for our very dear friend who passed away recently.
Estelle. Lots of you know her that are here.
Yeah.
And so, yes. And if anybody, her family is asking to make donations to Nana's house in memory of Estelle.
I love that.
Because that was Estelle's baby down here. And she got to know the pastors in Tepic quite well and the people that are running Nana's house. So if anybody is interested in giving in honor of Estelle, if you're here, you can go directly to Esquina 22. That's where the memorial will be on, or the celebration, I guess. People, they want you to wear bright clothes because Estelle isn't going to want people to be moany and groany.
No, that was
she
not
wants
Estelle.
People to live life to the fullest because that's what Estelle did. So please, you guys, and yes, thanks for mentioning Estelle. Yeah, Estelle is she was our friend. She was our friend, and we will miss her. And so we will be there. It is John's birthday, so we will be there for a little while to have a toast in honor of Estelle and tell some jokes about her because there's so many good stories. And wear something pretty, wear something bright, and enjoy it, and make a donation to Nana's house. If anybody wants information on how to do that, like I said, you can go to Esquina 22, sorry, mind blanked for a second. Or we can send you the webpage if you don't know what it is for Nana's house. I believe it's heartformexico.org, but
so.
With the number 4. But I will confirm if anybody wants to know. Actually, we will post it in the thing.
Yeah, the thing with Nana's house, what is so different from a typical Casa Algar, now they call them orphanages. Unfortunately, they're not orphanages. They're more just glorified daycare centers because their parents do not give up custody, first of all. So these children, if they're being abused physically, emotionally, sexually, whatever, on the weekends it happens. Then they send them to the week. And then what happens is generally they go to school, etc. So it's a very sick system.
It is. It's, yeah.
And at Casa Nana's house in Tepic, if they're going to be at Nana's house, they are not allowed to have any communication or interaction with their family anymore. Yeah. Their family has done as much damage as they're going to do, and now they get them.
Yeah, Jeff, one time when you guys were here, we had pozole at her family's restaurant.
So yeah, it is. Nana's house is by far and above the best of the best. And also Casa Algar's typically at 15, they're kicked out of the property. And they're on their own because there's nothing after the fact. Where Nana's house, they integrate as a family. They learn how to cook. They learn how to clean. They learn how to sew, take care of themselves, take care of each other.
And not only that, I mean, some of these kids have gone off to be business administrators, chefs, accountants. Like they've done all kinds, whatever the kid's passion is. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
So Jim posted it, you guys. It is the H4Mex for h4mx.org.
I don't know what the heck Diego was thinking when he did that.
H4MX, yeah. I think they were trying to make it short and sweet.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, so that is how you can donate to Nana's house. And there's going to be, if you follow this link, it'll probably take you right to the place where you can donate. Thanks again, Jim.
Real quick, I just want to explain the Casa Algar thing because it is very important. We have these foreigners that come here and they want to do good. And I think it's fantastic that they want to do good. But sometimes I think in our doing good, we don't do good. So we're very close to a Casa Algar at our house. And foreigners, it's just this lineup at Christmas time, bringing gifts, bringing stuff. And you've got these poor kids that live across the street with a mom and dad who love their children very much. And they're standing there watching all these kids get all these toys going, I wish I was an orphan. I wish I got to be there. And it sucks because they even have volunteers that clean up after the children because they get so much stuff. So yeah, it is
PayPal, good.
It is. It's not good.
Yeah.
We're Nana's house. I love Nana's house.
The whole concept of it is totally different.
It is, and everybody takes care of these children. It's a great concept.
But the kids take care. They have chores. They have to do things.
Yeah.
They have to clean up. They can't just toss their trash wherever they want. Play with the toys, break them. Sometimes intentionally. And I get it. These kids have a lot of pain in their lives. And it's not the kids' fault that this is happening. But the kids are not being shown how to be responsible. And so then the thing will continue. The circle will continue. They'll never be able to get off that. And it is too bad. And really too bad.
Nana's house promises to be involved in the children's life up to and including the end of post-secondary education.
Now, I will say that we're doing a blanket statement about the other Casa Algars because some of these kids are getting the help that they need, but they just
sadly it's not.
It's not all of them. It's unfortunate. Yeah.
No, and there's been terrible things that have happened at other Casa Algars, that just horrible things. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it is, and for me, my heart was really broken years ago. Our daughters were involved in the one that's here, and they were treated like they were rock stars. When my kids would come, all the kids would freak out and they would be having this great time.
Well, because my kids would get on the floor and play with them. So that was...
There was one young girl who was 10 or 11, and she was a blind gal. And, she ended up dying because her family would abuse her. So on the weekends, they would send her home. She ended up dying. And I mean, it just, how she died is so awful that, I'm not going to share it here. But yeah, it's a terrible thing. And once again, it's these blatant statements that, we're not encompassing everything. There is good that is done.
And the people that are helping do love these kids.
They do.
I mean, we're not taking anything away from it. Well, it's just that because they are so restricted by what the Mexican government will let them do and what they allow them to do, as far as like letting the parents that have abused these kids, which is why some of them are in these homes in the first place, get to see them again. The kids can never get free of that. So it is, I mean, and we know other kids that have been at a Casa Algar or something similar that have totally changed their life around. So it is, again, we're doing a blanket statement about some of the Casa Algars, but let's move on to something else.
Yeah, all this to say that Estelle chose a good one. And we thank God for her family that they're saying this is who they want to support.
I mean, she had a Christmas tree set up every year at a restaurant, usually Esquina 22. And they have been, Arturo and Elaine have been amazing supporting this as well. And they have...
Colin too.
And Colin is the one that put out the post about having the memorial there. So I'm sure Colin in with Arturo and Elaine at Esquina 22 have got this all planned. And so it'll be it'll be a sad night, but it'll be an awesome night because Estelle was awesome. So
The one thing that foreigners, and you got to love them, but when they're doing like these selfies all the time, like, look at me, look how awesome I am, that just bugs the crap out of me. Because do a thing because it's good, not because it makes you feel good. Because at some point, it will not make you feel good. It will hurt. And you'll either run away or you'll get your hands dirtier. And I prefer the hands dirtier when it gets hard instead of the running away. Because I'm sick and tired of this, oh, I feel good. I feel so good. It makes me feel good. I don't care how you feel. Do it because it is good, not because it makes you feel good. And that's all I have to say about that.
all right. Well, on that lovely note, I just wanted to see if anybody has commented on.
Yeah. So yesterday, I went to Home Depot. I spent about 3,000 pesos on containers, etc., to set up the hydroponic system, plus all the other crap that I've been buying from China and Mercado Libre. But what we're going to do now is where the solar panels are on our roof, I'm going to raise it up on an aluminum structure or steel structure, just so we can have that shade and be able to. I'm going to set everything up on the third floor. So we were going to do the yard, but I still think we're going to do the pool. 1 or 2 more sales, and I think we'll get the pool. But yeah, I think we're going to do
Not
the
if
third
you
floor.
keep buying all those plant stuff.
Do you want to eat? Do you want to eat?
You're going to start raising cows too? Because I want steak with all that salad.
I can do goats.
No.
You can do these fodder systems where what they do is they take all this grain, put it in something, water it, maybe 2 times, 3 times a day, and then in 8 days, those seeds germinate, and you've multiplied your yield times 7 or 8. And then plus you also have all of this nutrition that these animals eat in this fodder system. So you can have a 3,000 square foot house or warehouse with maybe 2 or 3 stories and just keep growing and growing and growing. And you can feed hundreds and hundreds of cattle from a 3,000 square foot house. You do not need to farm.
We'll call it a
anymore.
building. It's not a house.
Well, a building, whatever. But yeah, the agriculture is so fascinating. You're going to have the world tell you this is the worst time to be alive. It is actually the best time to be alive. And the governments are trying to control us with fear and keep us fighting amongst each other because they're busy doing their own stuff. And each government that looks like they're fighting, there's no fighting anymore, guys. There isn't. Everybody is in collusion with one another.
You're in cahoots.
They're getting us to fight against each other. Turn off the television. Enjoy the freaking world in all of its amazing glory. We can feed billions and billions and billions of people. The food is more nutritious. We know how it works now. You throw in some horse poop or some cow poop or even numbers.
Put in numbers in it?
You put in like a NPK 17, 17, 17, which is your nitrogen, your phosphorus, and your potassium, and your micro minerals and chemicals.
Anyhow.
It's a great time to be alive.
Ooh, it's about enough my coffee.
So yeah, do not listen to the world. And Christie has coffee, so of course she's in a great mood.
Someone saw my stash upstairs, and I'm like, stay out of my freezer.
Who?
Sandra.
Yeah, Christie, the coffee really is good. The stuff from Oaxaca.
Almost time to go back to Oaxaca, people.
Yeah, it's very strange because apparently they won't send her any because they tried, had a problem, and she pays the price. Well, we pay the price. So yeah, when you were there, you bought like 20 kilograms or something, right? I want a bubble on the beach, no TV, the bad goes away. It's very true. It's the very true. I know we had these folks that we went to dinner with, and they were in their 80s. And they were talking about how horrible their sleep were because
Maybe I'm having a hot flash.
The red man was president at the time. And they talked about how all of these horrible things. Orange man. And they can't sleep and all of this stuff.
We'll call him Mr. Trump.
And I said, how sad. You've lived your whole life, and this is now how it ends for you. I said, here, tell you, what do you watch? She said, oh, we listen to NPR and we watch CNN. I said, turn it off. And anytime you feel that way, hold hands, go to the beach, bring wine at sunset, and watch it. And tell me about all of your problems. I'm sick and tired of people living in their heads instead of living out in the world. Because there's a lot of people that need you. They need your confidence, your stability, your wisdom.
Your
because
ideas.
There isn't a hell
your
of a
love,
lot out
your
there right now.
Support.
Yeah.
No, it's but yeah, the bubble on the beach thing.
Kind of like that. Every once in a while we need a bubble just to insulate ourselves from.
We can't turn ourselves off, and you can't ignore what's going on, because there is stuff going on for sure. But I mean, people say, well, you guys have never been touched by COVID. You don't know. My brother and his whole family, except for their teenage son, all had it.
Yeah.
My son had it. So COVID is a thing. We know it. We're not denying it. It's just not what the media is telling us it is and the government is telling us it is. It's not nearly as bad. And when you look at what they're doing to Canada right now, Canada is being shut down more and more and more every day because of the variants, because of this, because of that, where the States is opening up and they're doing a lot better.
Well, not all the states. Only the
a
states.
lot of the states.
Only the states that are opening have the. It's fascinating. Get rid of the masks. This is what happens. The virus is going to do what the virus does. It isn't the Black Plague. It isn't the Spanish flu. So few people are actually dying from this. And sadly, the beginning people are the ones that educated us as to what you cannot do. Turns out it softens the lungs. You can't turn up the lung ventilators on full pressure because you explode the lungs. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy what this world is doing. And it's all, your third lockdown in Alberta. Guys, get the hell out of there. I mean, I'm getting mad even at Home Depot here and Costco because we have to wear masks. It's stupid. It is so dumb because these places that are lifting the mask restrictions, nothing happening. The strangest thing, nothing. Even Fauci yesterday is like, I really can't figure out what's going on in Texas. They should be going crazy with the virus, but they're not. People are stupid. They just are. And I remember...
Gullible is more like it.
Yeah, South Park. Remember, children, there's no stupid questions, only stupid people. My favorite line of South Park. Because it's true. So yeah, you can't fix stupid, sadly. And you can't vote them out either. It's very strange. Once stupid's in the equation, it's very difficult to get rid of.
So, on that note, Jeff, yes, we need to get you out of Canada.
Yes. Yeah, and we had a chat with someone, and he's like, well, if it's up to me, applying to Jim, can anyone explain why the annual death rate? Yeah, don't even get me started.
Yeah, Jim, you're woke. I mean, you're
no, real woke, not
you are. Yeah, you are looking into it, and you're really understanding it. Lots of people are only believing what they're told. The flu kills more people every year than COVID has, or at least the same amount. But yeah, the death rate is identical because COVID is just a bad flu.
It is,
unfortunately.
It is the strangest thing to me that during the Vietnam War and stuff, all these hippies, etc., anti-government, anti-stuff, now they're for government.
And they're the ones that are falling for all this.
For corporations. I mean, they've completely switched. It's the strangest thing to me. Now they're fight for status quo. My whole thing is stop listening to the government. Stop. Because when have experts ever proven to be correct? Never.
And who deems them experts?
Well, look at the obesity epidemic in this world over the last 50, 60 years because of the experts.
Yeah, they told us how to eat. Follow that.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Leslie. I feel for you, hun, because it is there are so many people that have bought into this hook, line, and sinker because they have been so inundated with fear.
It's fear, 100%
And
fear.
and that's how everything bad starts. Is the government makes you scared to
It's not
do
just the
anything.
government, it's selling, it's everything. Everything is fear-based. And for me, I lost fear when I was 13 years old. I remember the moment. Don't need to go into it here. But when the fear is gone, they have no control over you. That's kind of magical.
We're not denying that COVID is killing people, but COVID-19 is a virus. It is going to have to run its course. Every time we lock down and get to go see people again, the virus is going to rear its ugly head because people are in contact again. Until people are in contact and this virus can run its course, it's never going to leave us. There will be the 4th wave, the 5th wave, the 10th wave, the millionth wave. And that's what the government is hoping that we will believe. The sheeple mentality is real. Yeah. Ontario is going into a month-long lockdown starting tomorrow. The restaurant owners are furious. There is going to be some major pushback. I hope so. Canada needs to fight back. Otherwise, Canada is not going to exist as the free country that we once thought it was.
The true north, strong and free.
And disease is spread by fear, and people are easy to control with fear. You're 100% right, Leslie. It is so true. So true.
How are these government leaders still alive? In Mexico? It's just very intriguing to me.
Stop. So anyways, yes. This is not a conversation I wanted to have. Again, I'm so tired. I'm tired to death of talking about it.
Well, when you look at it's real.
But it's getting worse.
Every area of our life.
Yeah, it is affecting everything. It's affecting everybody's way of life, except the politicians. You guys, they're all still getting paid and they're getting raises.
How is that possible?
They're getting expensive equipment to bring to their home so they can work out of their house because they don't want to be in contact. Love you guys. Got to get back to work. Enjoy your day. You too, Leslie. Thanks for joining in. Everybody, thanks for joining in. It is 10:38. I know we started a couple minutes late, but I have
a lot of videos and stuff to do today.
Yeah.
So also I'm going to be doing a market minute every day.
The Trudeau Communist Party. If they get reelected again, get out. Get out, because he is going to ruin the country. He wants to tax people on the money that they have saved. He wants to tax people on the gifts that they're giving to their kids. Their equity in their houses.
So you're going to be taxed on your tax.
Yeah.
Get out.
Get out. Get your money out. Come invest it in Mexico. Not even necessarily in a house, but yeah. But just get it out. Get out.
In Canada and the US, mostly Canada, but the government is so involved in every aspect of your life. Here, government is still very small. It's so tiny, it's inconsequential. So what they'll do here is if they catch you, they fine you so big. But if you give up, they're like, oh, well, we'll just take it easy on you. So it's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
We're on it, Jeff. All right. On that note, you guys, thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. Hopefully, John will get this working so the people that are having trouble finding us will be able to find us again.
Yep.
But tell your friends, Elements Realty Group.
Mexico Life.
Well, right now we're on Elements Realty Group's site.
That's right.
All right. Take care.
Ciao,
have a great day, you guys.
Bye.
And we'll chat with you tomorrow.